Alrighty, hey guys, welcome again to Fire Alarms and Such, and this is wall test 10. Yay! The theme for this wall test is reappearance, as in this is that's a spectral alert, some of the stuff that just hasn't really made appearances lately, like my Grinnell RMS 1T, my Notifier BGX 101L, my Wheelock Exceeder, and then spectral alert advanced, and then up there if you look, there's a CO2 alarm up here that I went to this liquidation store and they had a whole bunch of these, and I got this one and I put the batteries in, and it chirped and then went into fault, giving me an error message, and then died. So it just sits up there now. It looks cool. Oh, and that's our little lady friend. She watches over us. So a couple things. First off, the day I'm recording this is September 11th, so if we would take a moment to think about all the people who lost their lives on that day. And then another thing is I'd like to take a moment to tell you a couple things. First off, with the hurricanes that we know, Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma, here's something that I was watching on the news that a lot of people probably don't think about. There's all these abandoned buildings now because people evacuated. And after the hurricane went through and stuff, the news reporter who was there said when they were in the middle of the eye, which is the calm of the storm, he said it was really eerie because all you could hear were the fire alarms in the building. In the buildings all around. So it's just all these buildings, fire alarms going off, and no one's doing anything about it because emergency responders can't get out. No one's in the buildings to silence these things. So that's something. And I got two more pieces of news, and then I'll get to pulled stuff. To all you people who are ordering or using System Sensor L series, I just read somewhere that they are putting a hold on shipment of their L series because of some performance issues. With fire protection, you don't really want to skimp around on performance issues. So there's that, and one more thing, that big wad of fire alarms that I said I had won. Well, at literally the very last minute, I mean, like when I recorded that video, I mean there was like an hour left, and I was the only bidder. So I spoke a little too soon and said I was going to win it. Without my knowledge, someone came in and beat me by 50 cents and got the lot. And then actually met the person on Facebook. So, there's that. But there was a second lot I was going to bid on, and I'm already starting. I made a best offer. I'm just waiting for a response on that. It doesn't have any smokes, though. It has one pull station and a whole bunch of new alarms. I know I've been really only have the same alarms, but there's some new ones coming. So there's that, and I think we might as well actually start pulling stuff. So, first off is the Grinnell RMS 1T. Here we go. Alrighty, and then we're just going to leave an alarm and pull the notifier. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. They do start off in sync, strobe-wise, and then kind of get out of it, and then their horns sync, and then that gets out of it, and then their strobe sync, and it just kind of goes back and forth with what syncs. So, let me get my keys. Don't like my new antenna because I get no radio signal down here. It's great, I know. So let me just get my Grinnell key. So just go ahead and close it. Right, then we would come over here to the notifier. And you'll notice now the strobes are going because these are both 3-wire devices, meaning one's for the resistor for supervisory. Excuse all the commotion upstairs. We are dog sitting, and the people just can't pick up their dog. So to reset that, that pretty much springs back up. I also had heard, not so recently, that there's a recall on the notifier because the older pull stations, or like pull stations that sit for a while, this little gasket can become brittle and come off, and somehow that does something where it won't alarm properly, and it's like, I can't remember if it makes false alarms or when you pull it the alarm doesn't go, or I don't know. So yeah, some fire alarm news. Alright, now we will reset the panel. And next up, we are going to be doing some smoke testing. I'll keep my keys on the panel. And frankly, I'm not in a very lighting piece of paper on fire kind of a mood. So I'll just be magnet testing. Sorry, guys. So, got my trusty magnet on a stick. And smoke verification should still be turned on. So, try it out. So, verifying zone 4. So if you hear the panel click or something and see it's growing stuff, that means, hey, you may have a possible fire. Let us check that for you. So that's almost like a pre-alert. So you can kind of prepare for a fire emergency. Now the smoke verification, there is quite a bit of a delay. There is a rule, here I'll finish it once this trips. Set alarm. There's a rule by NFPA 72 listing how long a smoke verification can be in accordance with the panel pre-alarm and verification and all that, and it can't exceed 60 seconds. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by my panel, it can't exceed 60 seconds. So, man, even though it's my stuff and I know it's coming, it still surprises me when a smoke sets something off because you don't know when it's going to happen, like when exactly. So, yeah. Back. It's my my little table of joy. Electrical tape, Allen wrenches, label maker lighter. So, I don't really think there is too much else to do other than really run a fire drill. So I think I'm actually going to do a legit fire drill from the panel. And if we come over here to my, I'm a little bit better in accordance with NFPA. This sheet, it used to be sitting inside my panel, but it says must be framed and displayed next to the panel in accordance with NFPA 72. So now I laminated it. Now it's the whole sheet of basic operations. If you need help, call me. That's my name. I'm Andy. Howdy. So to conduct a fire drill using the shortcut, we'll hit 20 and enter and put in the code. So say I'm just, I don't know, someone. Just throw my keys in the panel. So I'm like a school principal or something, and I'm walking up and I go, okay, I need to run a fire drill. So we'll hit 20, enter, and then the code. And you just use the default panel code or any codes you have set in. Like I have 0 set in to make it faster, but we'll go ahead and use default panel. And as soon as I hit 8, the fire drill is going to go off. So here we go. And a fire drill on my panel tests every nap. I can change it, but that's how I like it. Alright, then we'll reset to exit. Now, that's a little funny on my panel. If I'm conducting a fire drill, it says reset to exit. I hit reset, and it has me put in the code. If I'm conducting a walk test, it says reset to exit. When I hit reset, it goes out a walk test without me having to put it in code. If I was someone, I'd rather have, well, I mean, I'd rather have both of them coded. But if I had to pick one, then I think I would pick walk test be coded. Because if someone knows there's a building inspection going on, they could go up to the panel and go, oh, look, it's in test mode. So then they hit reset, and then there's no code, so just some random average Joe can come up and take out walk test, so that when the inspector goes to the next alarm, he actually initiates a fire alarm, calls the central station, and all that jazz. I guess they would let the central station know that they're testing, but still, I don't know. It's a little thing of mine. Alright, so that has been it. Thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for 32 subscribers. Fire test button.